What's up?
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Hey Dale, how did you come to know Jake?
Jake? Yeah, well, we go way back. About the time that Bo met him. I remember he was driving down the road. And my mom was like, hey, Bo's going out with this guy. And I was like, is it Jake? Because I heard about him. So I see him pick Bo up, right? In the car. And that's the first time I met him. When he picked him up.
My name's Gabby, and I met Bo freshman year of high school.
Hi, I'm Zach, Jake's older brother. I've known Jake since 1993.
Hi guys, this is Danielle, and Bo and I met when we did Cross Seekers together at Westchester.
My name is Josh, and I am Jake's brother. We are 15 months apart, and I am also his best man for his wedding.
All right, my name is Randy. I am Bo's brother. I came to meet Jake, or came to know Jake through Bo, so that's pretty simple.
I know Jake and Bo because I'm actually marrying Jake's brother, Josh, the best man.
I met Jake through church, but we really got to know each other through Compass, which was a school class that we did together. We were in the same graduating class, and so all of the stuff that we do with our church was primarily together.
So, I met Jake because he was born into my family as the third child.
Hello everyone, this is Brad Bailey, one of the groomsmen, and I've known Jake for about as long as he's been dating Bo.
Hello, my name is Noah Demai, and I am Jake's brother.
My name is Caleb Blake. I have sort of always known Jake. He went to my church since I was little. Then around high school, we planted a church out to Brandon and Grace, and we became really good friends at that point.
Jake's my brother, so that's how I know him. I've known him my whole life. And Bo, I met for the first time at Jake's college house in Westchester, and I remember it was a huge deal, and I videotaped the whole thing, but then I deleted it.
Hi, my name is Rebecca, and I am Bo's sister. I've known Bo since she was born.
My name is Steph.
And what's your job in the wedding?
Giving out rings.
So you're the ring bearer?
Yeah.
I met Bo at Jake's house apartment in Westchester.
Hi, my name is Hannah Klipsch, and I met Bo on our cruise summer project that we took together to Berlin, Germany, the summer of 2014.
Favorite memory with Bo is when it was our first night that we had met, and we were out on the hammocks with Josh and Jake and Karis, and Karis and I were making jokes about something that Bo doesn't like to talk about. I'll just leave it at that.
This is like the second or third time meeting her, and we go out to like the hammock area and fire, and there's a fire, and Josh and Ellie are there, and we basically laid there. And if you guys know Bo, you know she doesn't like bodily functions, and we talked about that for a while, and I think Bo felt very uncomfortable.
One of my favorite moments with Bo is just all the times that we've gone to New York together. It's been multiple times, and every time it's completely unforgettable, and we always have a great time together.
My best memories are whenever he laughs hysterically at everything for a long time. Those are the best.
My best memory with Jake is a few months ago we got together at Panera just to get to know each other a little better. And at that time on my Panera Rewards card, I had free coffee for a year and also free coffee during that month. So I said, hey, I can give one of my free coffees to Jake. So I got a coffee cup for him, and then he subsequently got yelled at by one of the other cashiers because they didn't know what was going on. But he's just so easygoing. He just kind of, laughed it off. We explained, what the situation was, and we had a good time after that.
My best memory with Jake was actually recent. We went down the shore and we went fishing or crabbing in Cape May, and that was a lot of fun. So that's probably my best memory with Jake so far. We just kind of spent the day on the boat and did some crabbing, and it was a good time. So,
Me and Jake, as well as Jimmy and Josh, were on a canoe trip, and so we're canoeing. We have a big canoe, we have a kayak, and we also have a raft that's being towed by the big canoe. So for everybody for the entire trip is in this canoe. And so we're going down, and there's different little split offs of the river. And so at the last minute, me and Jake look at each other, and Jake has this like evil look in his eye, like, let's do it. And so we decide that we're gonna kayak to the right. No words needed to be exchanged. We just decided we were gonna do it. So we cut to the right, and we made it. We made the turn, but neither of us thought of the raft that was behind us that couldn't make the turn and now hooked us against the bank, tipping the canoe over and throwing all of our stuff into the water.
My first recorded memory of Jake was, I think he apparently had a ball stuck in his throat that they had to do surgery on. Also, he was in a little rolly thing at my granddad's house and apparently rolled down the stairs and almost died. And that's how I remember. That was my first recorded memory of Jake.
My favorite memory with Bo is, anytime we were in Berlin, but probably most specifically, either of the plane rides that we took because we were together the whole time and we just were able to talk and laugh and just some really good memories from that flight. But my favorite.
Jake did Aunt Bo did dinner.
Aunt Bo brings him to dinner.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
My best memory of Jake was actually pretty recent. No, take that back. It was actually when we rented a boat one day. We're sitting here, me and him and I, if you will. We were the grabbers of the net while we were crabbing. And that time that you're working together and really trying to, get into it. We bonded. We got pretty tight.
Probably one of my favorite memories of us together is just having long car rides to Wawa, and we would talk about anything, and we would pretty much go any time of day. We would talk about just the ups and the downs going on in life, or whether or not we were going to see each other at the library the next day.
My best memory with Jake is whenever we would do anything competitive. Jake needs to win everything, and when you beat him, it's just the best, especially foosball. Jake, you're not the best.
Probably a memory that I finally know that kind of shows both personality is when I was starting to become a Christian, and I just remember her saying that she has been praying for me ever since we met, and to me that just shows a true friend. She showed me what a true Christian was like, and I just look up to her for that, and I definitely keep looking up to her for Christian advice, and I just kind of thank her for that because by that point I was looking to God for a friend, and that's what he gave me through her.
Jake and I played a lot of games when we were younger, and we were very competitive together. And some of my favorite memories are the few times that I beat Jake in ping pong and foosball and pool. I don't like to say few, but somehow he always pulled out the wins.
The story that I wanted to highlight about Bo is about her mercy. And I just wanted to say that I've noticed how she generously loves and wants to include people in life. The reason that I mention this story is because I was just at a wedding, and Bo was there too. It was actually Caleb and Ashley Blake's wedding, and I looked over and there was a girl sitting by herself, and Bo went over and actually ended up introducing herself and talking to her and spending time with her the entire wedding, just to be a friend to this girl who was alone. It was really cool.
My favorite memory with Bo would be when we had a video scavenger hunt and our whole team had to do cartwheels in an unusual place. So we were in Acme and we were each doing cartwheels, and Bo was like, I'm going to do a cartwheel and knock over something. And we were like, okay, sounds good. And she goes and does a cartwheel into this stand of like crackers, and she knocks it over and hurts her knee, and we're all just like, and we run away.
A story that I think really shows and displays Bo's personality is a few weeks ago, or like a month ago, one of my close friends passed away, and I ended up going on vacation afterwards with my family, so I wasn't close by or anything, and Bo still went out of her way to come see me and make sure that I was okay and just to spend time with me, and I think that really shows Bo's personality, because she just has such a good heart, and she just cares about everyone, and she's just such a good friend, and
So for my proposal, I had set up this whole thing, but I got Jake to kind of run a few things, and Jake was the man about it. He was taking care of a bunch of stuff for me. He helped me come set everything up. He walked through it with me and had everything down, so that way I could kind of hand him all the details. And so one of these details, a minor detail, is that I had him take my ring. And so I gave him the ring and told him to put it in a specific place, so that way when I went to propose, I would bend down, I'd grab the ring, and then I would propose with it. So I go through my whole date, we do the whole thing, everything works great, everything that Jake did was awesome, and so we get to the spot where I'm proposing at, and I go up to where the ring should be. Jake's kind of hidden in the back in a way that neither of us can see him, and I bend down to find the ring. I can't find it, so I just kind of propose without the ring, and then so I get up and I'm looking around for the ring. I can't find it, so I'm like, Jake, where's the ring at? And you just see Jake head down like this, walking out with the ring in his hand.
My funniest story of Jake is we decided in February of about 3 years ago to travel up Ricketts Glen, which is a mountain with all these waterfalls, and to camp in this cave that we had seen during the summer. We get up to the top of the cave. Me, Jake, and Caleb realize that the cave has tons of snow on the top of it. It's dripping down, soaking everything, and that our blankets that we brought are completely soaked because of the snow. So we try and light a fire. The fire is a terribly great success until we realize that we're getting smoked out. So we put the fire out, and me and Jake are sitting in a cold, wet cave without any blankets and no fire in the middle of February on top of a mountain, just trying to get some sleep. We ended up literally back to back, spooning the whole 9 yards all night long.
One of my favorite memories of Bo is a time when, right after I had Elliot, he was sick and not sleeping well, and Bo would come over and we would watch lots of Lifetime movies at night, Christmas movies.
I think, the way I look at Jake is he's prototypical D-Mine. He has the perfect eyes, teeth. I don't think he even had braces. He has this perfect jawline, and somehow he always, looked like a model without doing any exercise. And I think he realized, wow, I have all this. How can I look exactly like Jesus? Like Jesus on the cross, Jesus. And I think he realized that he needed the hair. Because white Jesus always has great hair. So I think one day, after prayer retreat, he decided this is perfect. And he went out and he got that perfect Jesus hair. And he wore that to Zach's wedding. And Bo, I don't know if he even had it when you met him, but it was the most fantastic hair. And Jake, you looked like Jesus. It's fantastic.
One of my favorite memories of Jake is just him and his hair. He would be away at college, I'd be home, and he'd come home every week or two, and it was just such a fun experience to be able to talk about his hair and to see the growth and, play with his hair. It was just always so much fun.
My favorite memory with Jake was when he grew out his hair to his shoulders, and I got the opportunity to braid it, and I'm just really thankful because not every sister can say that they braided their brother's hair. Because when she thinks the story is funny, she's not able to tell it. It just comes out and squeaks because she's laughing so hard. And I don't even care what the joke is. I just want to hear her squeak and struggle.
The story about Bo is the time over her birthday when my friend Drew, another person on our project, came to surprise her in New Jersey. I was already with her, and he showed up really early in the morning, rang the doorbell, and she went downstairs to answer the door, and she refused to open it because she was in leggings and a t-shirt, and she continued to say that she was not dressed and couldn't open the door for him. And it's just so typically Bo and how modest she is and respectful, and so I think that's why it's my favorite. And it was just hilarious because he was standing out in the cold waiting.
Funny or short story that highlights his personality? I think about the time that we went to Longwood Gardens. He, Bo, Hannah and I, we went there, and it was a good time. I just remember him being really excited about all the lights, and I think that kind of highlights his personality because he's very, very positive, and he finds enjoyment in those things. So that was great.
They both have a decent sized family, so I'm thinking about 5 or 6. But
Kids. Jake loves kids. He's gonna have as many as he can. Good luck, Bo. I'm saying 20 foster kids in the mix.
For me, how many kids do you think they'll have? 25?
25.
Okay.
Not one less.
So I'm a firm believer that Jake and Bo are going to have exactly 4 kids.
And I predict that the two of them will have at least 5 to 10 kids.
This many.
Hold up your hand so they can see. 5. And I predict that Bo and Jake will have 7 children.
I predict that Jake and Bo will have 7 children, maybe more, but I'm gonna say 7.
Jake, you always make the right decisions. You always have throughout life. And I know you'll make the right decision on children, and you'll have one more than mom and dad. You'll have 8.
My prediction for Bo and Jake, number of children would be 0 to 2.
Jake and Bo will have 4 kids.
They're probably going to have between
I think Jake and Bo are going to have 5 kids.
12 and 15 kids.
From different conversations that I've had with Jake and Bo, I've heard that they want 8 kids. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm thinking more like 5.
I predict that they will have 5 kids. So yeah, to Bo! Woo!
I think Jake and Bo are going to have about 4 kids.
My prediction for the number of kids they'll have, I'm going to say 5. And that's it. Congratulations, guys. I love you.